After a week of great struggles, these warriors feel weary this morning. Of the 6 who began our journey, only 3 now remain. Yet they are close to their goal, to enter the next stage and compete for the title Ultimate Warrior. Warriors, I know your limbs are as heavy as green wood and your minds still blunt from sleep, but you must prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. You have already come under the distant gaze of Neva. Today, you will confront him face to face. Who has the determination to overcome the trials that lie ahead?
I hope I get through to the next round of the tournament because I think I'm a very good warrior. Today I'm going to try my best and think positive.
I think today will be a really good day because I've seen that I'm in the top of the leaderboard. Our plans today are to win most of the challenges and get in the lead.
But I'm feeling quite worried at the moment because I know that Keesen and Suhan are really good warriors. Hopefully the next challenge will be my challenge and I'll be able to get through to the final stage of the tournament.
You have lost many lives on the journey so far. Should any warrior lose their remaining lives, then they must turn back. But do not be downhearted, for you have won much treasure also. Gather 9 golden rings and you can redeem a precious life. Come now, let us embark on this final day of challenge. The path here disappears into confusing and treacherous marshland. The only way forward is to cross the water in these hide boats. On the far bank are 3 treasure rings. 2 await the first warrior to reach dry land, and 1 is for the warrior who comes second. But for the unfortunate warrior who is last, there is a forfeit to pay: the loss of a precious life. Are you prepared? Then let the challenge begin. Suhan, the ability to stay on course is crucial in this challenge. You must try to follow your fellow warriors. Suhan, Jakesh, Keesen, you have all crossed the ice-cold waters of the marsh. Keesen, Jakesh, place your treasure on your standards. Suhan, you were last to cross the marsh and must therefore pay the harsh penalty. Now, it may not only be your feet that get wet in this next challenge. Come.
I got off to a really good start and I was in first position, but then I started to bang into Keesen and he had to keep pushing me over. But I was okay because I saw that Suhan was way behind.
I don't really care about losing a life because I have loads of lives left.
I feel really happy that I didn't lose a life, and to get 2 rings was really good.
You have crossed the marsh, but now you must cross the winding river that flows into it. Alas, amongst your many skills is not the ability to suddenly sprout wings. So, In order to reach the far bank, you must use the stepping stones. Stones they may be, but rock solid they are not. If you fall into the river, not only will you get wet, but you will lose a precious life. Suhan, as you were last in the previous challenge, you will go first here. Suhan, this is not a race, so speed will not be your best ally. Keep your eyes focused on the rings at the far bank. They are a prize that you could well use. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
Suhan, your sure-footed approach looks to be effective.
Slow and steady, or fast and nimble? Which way will you choose? Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin. Keeson, you have been our leader for many long days. How will you fare here? Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
Slow and steady is your tactic, Keeson. Will it lead you to the treasure on the far bank?
Suhan, Keeson, you avoided making the acquaintance of the fish and have won treasure. Place your prize on your standards. Jakesh, slipping from the stones has cost you dear. Now, our path takes us deeper into the hills, where we can pick up the headwaters of the river again. Come.
I'm not a very light person, and I'm not very quick on my feet, and I'm not very good at balance. So when I was on the first stone, I thought, well, I'm definitely going to fall off, because on the first stone it felt really wiggly.
If you stood in the middle of the stones, they start sinking, and then if you stood on the sides of the stones, they start sinking immediately. So you had to run across the stones as fast as I could.
As our quest nears its goal, it becomes ever more hazardous. This is the high rope, the only way to traverse the ravine beneath. You must cross in order to journey onwards. As you make the crossing, there are gold rings to be won, but a life is at stake should you fall from the rope. Keeson, so far you have proved yourself in our loftier challenges, so you will lead the way. Though this may be a difficult challenge, there is only one thing to remember. Do not fall off. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin. Your strength and balance are serving you well.
Suhan, you must use all your powers of balance and concentration if you are to succeed here.
Keeson, the gorge held no fear for you. You gathered all 3 rings, and in doing so, have won back another life. Your companions did not fare so well. Jakesh, Suhan, I have rescued you from the gorge, but as you failed the challenge, you must now lose a life. Now, we must continue uphill and enter the wastelands, where only evil has root. Come.
When I found out that Keeson had done it, I was really, really disappointed because I know it sounds horrible, but I didn't really want him to do it.
The ropes start hitting your hands and you have to let go because you can't take the pain anymore.
This is the blasted mountain. Our path leads beneath its slopes. The mountain has sensed our presence. I fear that it may try to destroy us. The only protection is to build shields hewn from the great oak. Should the mountain erupt, then the magical properties of the shield will deflect the smoke and ash. You must each hoist a sledge containing pieces of the shield and assemble them before you are destroyed. It is as I feared. The mountain has awoken. Let the challenge begin.
Suhan, you must pull hard if you are to avoid being consumed by the mountain. Hurry, my friends. The mountain's anger approaches fast. Though you have constructed your shield, the pattern on the front must be correct. Otherwise, the shield will not protect you.
Quickly, Suhan. Seek refuge behind your shield. Well, the protective properties of the shield have served you well, and the mountain, rather than destroying you, has left you a gift. A gold ring forged at his heart. Suhan, place your prize on your standard. Now, for your companions. Jakesh, Keeson, The price of failure is exacting. Each of you will lose a life. Now that the wrath of the mountain is spent, we can journey under its shadow. But every step we take brings us closer to the greatest peril of all. Prepare yourselves, my young friends. The time of reckoning is at hand.
Keeson could have won it because he's got good tactics. I thought Suhan could have won it because she's a really good puzzle solver. And I thought I could have won it because I'm good at strength and pulling things.
It's quite hard to pull a sled up the hill, but when you've got it up the hill, it's easy to try and get all the shield onto the stand, and if you've got a good mind, you'll be able to do the puzzle.
Blasted Mountain was really hard because you had to use your strength and at the same time your mind. It was easy to fit the shield, but getting the pattern was really complicated.
This is the last stand. The name is apt, for here, many a brave warrior has reached the end of their quest. The architect of their defeat, the twisted creature who has dogged our steps from the beginning, Nevar. But in this bleak arena, a glimmer of hope still remains. The portal that Nevar guards so jealously has magical powers. Enter it, and you will be safely transported to the next stage of the quest. But I must warn you, Nevar will do everything in his power to prevent you reaching it. You must battle your way through his cruel devices and destroy any demons he places before you. Only then can you enter the portal. But be warned, should any warrior succeed, Nevar's wrath will grow only stronger, and great peril awaits those who remain behind.
In this final challenge, your lives are of vital importance. Keeson, you are our leader with 5 lives left, and as such, you will start ahead of your fellow warriors. Suhan, you have 2 lives remaining, and will start ahead of Jakesh, who has only 1 life left. May the luck of the Raven's Eye be with you. The first task facing the warriors is to drag a key along the maze in order to open a cage containing puzzle pieces at the end of it. Warriors need to complete the puzzle in order to vanquish the demon that blocks their path. Warriors need to fully engage the lever if they are to defeat the demon Nevar has placed before them. You have failed to bring the cylinder you require to access the portal. You must go back to retrieve it. The warriors must fully align the symbols before they can access the portal.
Keeson and Suhan have evaded Neva. Their worthy victory has proved they are mighty warriors. But let us not forget their unlucky companion. Jakesh, you should feel no shame. You have risked much and battled hard. Now, you must take a different path, the path homeward. And I would consider it an honour to take those first few steps with you. So, Keeson and Suhan will travel on to face further trials. Next week, they will join 4 other warriors on the quest to find the ultimate warrior. Whose destiny this will be, we do not know. But only one thing is sure. The warrior who wishes to taste success must first imagine it. Come.
Well, I think I'm going to miss the warriors most because they were really friendly and very nice to me. And I think I'm going to miss the challenges also because I was quite good at some of them, but you can't win them all.
Next time on Raven, we meet again with 6 brave warriors who have won their way to the final stage of the quest. They will do battle to decide which of them is the ultimate warrior.